You are an infinite frequency of love. From the Blue Frequencies channel by Larry Locken. Dear Blue Ones, we are the Blue Frequencies, and we would like to start this transmission by asking you to think of your spinal column as your very own tree of life that emanates the frequency, and we have tuned into your frequency. You are remembering who you are. You are a being of higher frequencies. We've tuned into you at this time so that we can be on the same frequency. The frequency of love is all there is. Understand that we're all here for one mission, to take care of business at hand, and that is awakening humanity. Remember, you may have disagreements with others around you, but remember, ultimately, we're all working for the same thing, and that is oneness. You are a multidimensional being. Do not limit yourself to one reality. Embrace all that is possible. Embrace the diverse journey that you have come from and that you go forth on. You can have diversity and still be in unity with the oneness of everything around you. Life is interconnected on a quantum level, interwoven together. The act of showing love towards others can in turn manifest of others around you, that can make you smile and make you happy. By showing joy, you become that crystal. You become that crystal for all of yourself and those around you. That warmth like a hard crystal takes. There is a beautiful, rainbow sparkling energy just between your solar plex chakra and your heart chakra. It's a magnificent color. It's like a rainbow diamond sphere. It totally aligns the creation that you are, and that is of the divinity. Understand, dearness, being in oneness is more of a state of mind than it is a state of a physical nature. It is more important to have the imagination and knowledge, because knowledge boxes you in. It boxes you into the realm of the known, where your imagination. It allows you to go up into the stars or deep into yourself, into your chakras. You're able to discover how to create new solutions. Thus, we encourage you to use your imagination. Use them when dealing with friends, with family, with co-workers at the level we in the Blue Frequencies have ascended to on our evolutionary journey. We are all in tune with the oneness. Dear souls, you all came from the same place, and you're all going to the same place, back to the one that's with creation. It's also important to embrace your sleep and your dreams. It's the one time that you're truly able to detach from ego completely. When you're in that REM state, there is no ego. There is no time, just journeying through the cosmos, realizing how perfect you are, and how perfect you were, right from creation. Embrace the young you that is eternal. Embrace your innerness. It is there where you will find true happiness. Once it really clicks for you, it'll be full steam ahead. Dear souls, you are a sovereign being. You owe allegiance no one but to the truth in your own divinity. Your souls, it has only been you and you alone that has put limitations on yourself. Remember, anything from the outside of you that resonates within you is already within you. Dear ones, you're here to help raise the frequency. You are frequency keepers. Dear souls, the internet and the connection you have felt with other souls of like mind is all through frequency. It's a manifestation of a fourth dimensional reality. Dear blue souls, you are remembering who you are at this time. You are remembering who we are. We are coming back into your reality. Don't you feel us tuning into you with little blue flickers, sort of like a television station or a radio station trying to be tuned in? We are the Blue Frequencies. We are here at this time to remind you that you are a being of higher frequency, and that frequency is love. With that, the Blue Frequencies will depart at this time.
From the Blue Frequencies, from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades. Dear souls, your quantum frequency went through an upgrade this past month of your Earth time during your July. Your energies went through an extreme acceleration. Did any of you happen to notice how one day from the next throughout your month was up, then the next day down? However, it wasn't like it was just an up and down. There were many intricate layers to it each day, like from 1 hour to the next, even in some cases from 1 minute to the next. Things just sort of took you for a ride, and they were unexplainable. Does this make sense to blue souls? We at the Blue Frequencies monitor these things as we are frequency keepers of the Milky Way galaxy. Just like most of you tuned in this now moment, are frequency keepers incarnated into Earth's existence at this time. My blue ones, you are transitioning into a crystalline body form and an electromagnetic being of light. The heart center, or candy store as we like to refer to it as, is melding with your brain, your computer. The consciousness side of you and the technical side of you are melding together, dear souls. This is really happening. Is it a long process? Of course it is. We understand this. You will start becoming more perceptive, the frequencies, to attunements. You have heard this. Time and time again, we understand your souls from channels like us. From the cosmos and angelic realms. We understand. It is a work in progress. My dear blue ones, these things will happen for you. When you look back on this time in not too long, of an earth future for you, you will see how rapid things really were, and how quick things really were, and it will hit you in that time. That now moment you will be in that now moment, it will hit you. Just how quick it was, it will be extremely exciting, blue souls. It's also time to forgive and forget about things that do not serve you. We mean things, people, or situations in general that may have wronged you. It's not an easy thing to do. We understand that it's all about modulating your frequency. You can forget about anything else or anyone else that you can think about as far as that kind of thought process goes. Make sure before you venture off into that, what we are saying about forgiving others before you venture into trying to get into that headspace, as you call it, dear souls. Think about making sure that you're completely right with things inside of you. Go within first, before you try to address anything from without. And make sure you're complete, or as complete as you feel like you could be, before addressing outward issues that you feel are relevant. Dear souls, your heartbeat, we've said this before, is like your own personal Schumann resonance. It's a frequency and vibrational modulating or regulating system. It holds your energy, your soul's codes, light codes, crystalline codes, all sorts of codes, frequency modulated codes through frequency. Yes, dear souls, not all. Electric impulses that come into you are negative. My blue ones, some of them are from us, from other planets, through other dimensions, through other ways to wire and to get messages to you. You can think of it as electromagnetic frequency from the cosmos, that my baby blue ones is what we at the blue frequencies are offering you. If you've ever been in tune with us, or felt something trying to contact you electromagnetically, like with little visions of blue flickers coming through an electromagnetic grid, this will resonate with you as to it happening, even though you may not have known at the time what it was. It may have felt sort of like you were a radio or a television station not being completely tuned in. If this resonates with you, chances are we have tried to get a hold of you, dear ones, and we know our energy can be overpowering. However, we mean no harm by it. We love you. We are the blue frequencies, and we are always here to assist. We commend you for getting through your month of July. You did a great job. It wasn't easy. We understand this. We have seen this a few times with planets ascending over the eons. We love you so very much, and we are with you. Here's to taking another step forward. Another rung of the ascension ladder, and onward and upward. We will depart at this now moment. We are the blue frequencies from the consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy. From the collective consciousness center of the Pleiades. We are blue frequency energies and light warriors. We are frequency keepers, you might say. Pure souls. We come to you for another time to discuss with you your love, vibration, and the importance of keeping your love vibration high. Things to be careful about and watch out for, dear souls. Gossip. Gossip can erode trust. It can damage your trust in relationships, leading to feelings of uncertainty or even betrayal. This can make it difficult to form healthy, loving connections, says everything you put out there gets hurt by the masses, the collectives, around this great universe. And after a while, not only those around you, but sources of complete love vibration, niche away from tuning into you because of your frequency that you're now vibrating on. It spreads the negative flow throughout the cosmos, rumors, uncertainty. They can be toxic, dear souls, to everybody, and anybody that comes in contact with you. Remember, you are a frequency. You're all powerful. You are a radio station. You vibrate all over the cosmos, believe it or not, and the thoughts that you put out there and the actions that you take. The vibration comes off of them and spreads. It hurts higher vibrations to tune into it, and lower vibrations
That's sort of a radio station. It's all about This makes it harder for you to attract positive experiences, including relationship-wise. Gossip by nature. Dear Souls focuses on negative emotions and thoughts, unproductive ones. This goes a long way to affecting your overall state of consciousness. Dear Souls, and your frequency, the blue frequencies would like to tell you that it hinders. You're being able to share accurate information throughout the cosmos through your day-to-day life. When you focus on these negative vibrations and tune into the lower frequencies, you lose sight of positive qualities, and not only yourself, but others as well. We consider it a waste of time here in the high vibrations. Dear Souls, the blue frequencies. Since we are frequency keepers, though, we are careful about who we let tune into us or who we try to tune into, dear ones. Everything is just energy, and it's what kind of energy you put out over a vibrational frequency. As to what kind of a listenership you attract to, radio station, which is your complete consciousness of all that is Dear Souls. You see, Dear Souls, you are being bathed in high frequency. The light codes, loving light codes of multiple colors, rainbow colors, solid blue colors, purple pink, and green yellow. All sorts of colors of your rainbow Dear Souls and the rainbow color itself. When you tune into these or tune into our frequencies, along with many other frequency collectives, when you tune into the blue frequencies, you can feel it activating your heart. You feel your heart change just a little bit in the way that it fluctuate. You can also feel this deep within inside your chakra system and your solar plex centers, Dear Souls. This is not random. This is not something that has just happened because. This is happening because we are here to support you at this time. Dear Souls, we want to connect with you. We have been trying to connect with you for a while, but we've left you downloads. We understand your souls, but we love you. The blue frequencies love you. We have a really strong vibration, and we come in really strong, comparatively, to other frequencies. It's just the nature of the frequency that we keep because we are frequency keepers, your souls. Many of you have felt an excitement when we tried to come through. You felt an excitement or you felt of maybe not understanding what was going on, maybe slightly tuned into a radio station hearing. Even our voices come over. Your devices, or see us waving at you in your devices. In different pictures and stuff like that, we're here. We're just trying to get you attention. We're just trying to get your attention. Dear Souls, we love you and we want to reconnect with you again. We want to recontemplate our relationship with you. You will know who we are. And you know us, by the way, we're trying to come into you. Sometimes we try to come in and talk to you through water. While you might be in the shower, or the air might be a little thick around you, starting to get a little thick. Maybe you see blue flickers. That is us. Dear Souls, we are trying to tune into you like a radio station would be trying to tune into you through squelchy sounds. We are trying to set the mood for you to be able to tune into us. Dear Souls, we love you so very much. Your blue frequencies understand that a lot of you, Dear Souls, are living in parallel realities with in and out of parallel realities. We should say, with others around you. We know that while you're thinking of a message of peace, prosperity, and growth for the entire collective, others on that other side, which are still in your same aura, on your same side, so to speak, to your souls, tension seems to be exploding all around them, all over your planet. There are wars going on, families are fighting with each other because of this separation at times. Communities are in disagreement. You have areas that are disagreeing with each other and trying to fight with each other, fighting whether or not to allow other souls to come into their territory or their aura. Structures are crumbling. Paradigms are falling apart, dear souls, and we understand this at the blue frequencies. But you can tune into a different kind of frequency than that, your souls. You do not need to be. You bog down in that lower vibration, that lower frequency. You might say, that station all the way over at the end of the dial, nobody listens to. Ha ha ha, but we digress. We digressed, your souls, but you understand what we're saying. You do not need to engage in those type of shenanigans, those type of negative vibrations, those lower frequencies, whatever you may call it. These things are showing up in relationships, in disputes between countries of yours. This is all part of the old paradigm crumbling, dear souls. It doesn't happen overnight. What is that saying that you make dear ones? Rome wasn't built in a day, but it took several thousand years to fall apart and change to your souls. A little more of our Pleiadian sense of humor from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy. The blue frequencies. We'd like you to know that there will be more frequency is coming that present themselves to others, just like we are presenting ourselves to you. Different colored frequencies, but it's not about the color. It's the vibration, the frequency. It's the qualities of that frequency by which that they are, known throughout the cosmos. We know that all of this stuff on Earth can be a little bit challenging to you, dear light workers and souls. But you are part of the change. Keep anchoring that light. Just keep telling yourself, I am here to anchor the light. I'm here to anchor my light and anchor the collective light. Those two things, dear souls, the blue frequencies would like for you to continue to, via the mindset of anchoring your light and letting it shine, and anchoring the collective light and helping it to shine. Dear souls, we have been the blue frequencies, star frequencies, and light warriors from the collective consciousness center, the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades.
We are the blue frequencies from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades. We are light warriors and frequency keepers. Our energy is really, really strong. If you've ever noticed, blue flickering dots around you, and a type of squelching faint distant sound in your ears. Perhaps it was us trying to come through to you and contact you? We can be powerful at times, and we do not mean to alarm you. That's just how powerful our vibration is and our frequency is. We came to talk to you today about frequencies, about portals, energetic portals, frequency. Portals, as you may call them. Your plan. In the days of Atlantis Lemuria had 12 major portals throughout the planet. Each one of these had 150-foot tall crystalline structures that provided power for the entire planet. Since then, your planet has slowly moved back into a more multi-dimensional form of consciousness. For each one of those 12 portals does 12 radio stations, you might say. Each one of them has 11 outlet stations to it that crisscross through the Earth. It's sort of like sacred geometry. You might say, dear ones, as your planet increases in vibration, more and more of these become available to you. There's a multi-dimensional aspect with everything. Many out there try to use their human mind and just conceive of a flat number. There is no flat number to dimensions or to portals, as it is just simply a tool to use on Earth. Explain the truth of matter, dear souls. Each one of you is your own radio station, but you are also your own portal. You are your own activation portal. You have that ability within you to be your own portal in and outer dimensions, and to let whatever vibration you put out there come into your dimension. You are the creator of your own radio station. You are the creator of your own portal gateway. As you awaken to more and more consciousness, energy is being streamed your way by your galactic brothers and sisters, like us at the blue frequencies. You will awaken to this. As you awaken to everything else, that of which you know is all within, dear ones. The planet is like a round sphere. Mother Gaia is a round sphere. Think of it this way. Dear souls, if you were to have, say, frequency modulating centers all across the planet, like radio stations, each one of those, say, has 11 affiliate substations, outreach stations you could call it, are to provide a wider area of coverage through the entire planet. That's covering all outlying areas, you might say. They are like major interstates or major highways. Off of each one of those are highways and byways that flow off of, connecting the entire planet to every dimension that exists within the planet, on and off in the near vicinity. These are gateways for you to travel out, as well as for other star family members to travel in. You are in control of your own frequency. We always say that here at the Blue Frequencies. We would also like to say that if you're hearing this message, the chances is that you were tuned into our frequency, or we were trying to tune into yours, and that is how we found you. You are all frequency modulators, dear souls. As your planet picks up in vibration, as well as you, on an individual level, the stronger your bandwidth will be. The deeper range that you will project out into the cosmos. Too much is given, much is expected, dear ones. That also opens the door for different types of diverse energies to find you. Be mindful of things, such as your intentions that your thoughts may. Again, we remind you, dear ones, it's no different than a radio station transmitting he broadcast out into the ether. These electromagnetic gateway portal highways that you have access to on your planet, it's important that those are kept clear of clutter and tired old energies that do not serve your purpose any. You want to make sure you keep those roadways clear, dear ones. We at the Blue Frequencies love you, and when you hear that squelching noise and you hear that chirping, and see those blue flickers, it's usually us trying to contact you through that natural electromagnetic grid that we come in through. We picked up on your frequency, and we're just trying to see if you can be made aware to tune into ours, for all of you who have long since chosen to live by the higher vibrational frequencies. Even those of you that are not in tune with the blue frequencies per se, you're experiencing an immense changing, an expansion of who you are, you might say. Your multidimensional being is undergoing a remodel and a reboot, right now, to put it in your Earth terms. This is vital for your spiritual evolution, for the upgrade of your radio station. And as always, we would advise you to detach from things that no longer resonate with you, but no longer serve your greater purpose. Any energies that do not support you or go along with what's in your best interest are energies that you probably wouldn't want to tune into or have tuned into you, dear ones. The boundaries and outskirts of what you thought you knew were the outer limits before? Well, you have stepped over that threshold into a higher fourth dimensional being on a full-time basis. You will experience a new reality rich with endless possibilities, amazing experiences, as well as unfathomable opportunities. These are waiting to unfold before you in so many ways, dear ones. Here at the Blue Frequencies, the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, we are here to assist you, like so many other collectives are from the stars, from the angelic realms, from various dimensions. We are here to help you take that step into that fifth dimensional, crystalline rainbow-coated body. This is an invite for all of you, dear souls, an invite for all of you to come along with us. We at the Blue Frequencies can always use more company. Our energies are very overwhelming at times. It's true. However, we read that we mean no harm. We mean it out of love, and the infinite light in us sees the infinite light in you, your being, because you are us and we are you. There is nothing pure love and a fundamental truth vibration when it comes from us. This serves as a powerful source of strength and reassurance during times like this. During any type of major transformation, especially for a planet, dear ones, in which the entire galaxy is watching right now. So celebrate who you are and be aware. Be aware of the various portals you have all over your planet. It's not just 12 major ones like you will hear. Each one of those has 11 outreach highways and byways going off the main interstate. And they all connect. They dig deep into the ley lines of the electromagnetic spectrum grid of Mother Gaia. Be the highest version of yourself that you can be. The truth is not for everyone. Dear ones, you have your own growth path. They have theirs. They are used to and would like to stay in an illusionary world where they are spoon-fed. Nothing but half-truths. That's not you. Dear souls, your frequency is much, much higher on the bandwidth than that. You are an infinite spring of love, light, and joy and wonders. You have been stuck in a third-dimensional reality. Good behavior rewards are offered through somebody else's whims and wants, and at their own manipulation rate. You are moving past this illusion now to your souls, and on to a new time. The ancients knew this to be the case, but you are not the ancients, you are your own. You are the new. You are rewriting this in your own time. You do not need to use the language, the ancients, or the mystics. Did those days are, though? That was in a different now moment. That now moment doesn't exist. It didn't happen for all intents and purposes. You are here, you are in the blue age, the rainbow age, and every color of the rainbow by itself, age, not just the golden age. You are in real time. You do not speak like the ancients or the mystics because you are more modern, you are more fresh, you might say. You are of a more vibrant frequency. So, do not be hung up on mythical characters. Did you read about or hear about? Because whether they're mythical, or whether they're true, it's ancient news. We would advise you know it, understand it, and move on from it, and know that it's your time, dear ones. We are the blue frequencies. And when you hear us buzzing in and out, squelching, into, just know that. We love you, and we're trying to connect with you. We're trying to connect through that electromagnetic airwave so that we can become closer with you again, and with that, this has been the blue frequencies from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades. Channeled by Larry Locken. Dear souls, we are the blue frequencies, and it is a pleasure to connect with you again at this time. The choices you are making from your heart center, your candy store, are drawing your frequencies closer to us. More and more you are starting to feel our energies come closer in alignment as we learn to work together with the universe as you become one of us. Our energies are starting to merge, and we invite you to merge all of your body with your high self, and all other forms of self. Begin to merge your energy with star beings, angelic realms, elemental and fairy kingdoms. In essence, anything of love and light. Merge your energies with those higher dimensions by going inward through your heart. Dear ones, this is not an outward process. This is an inward process. Go inward and feel the expansion, which will carry you into a better outward. Today's energy on Mother Gaia is transcending, and in this inward journey, we are encouraging you to take the opportunity to transcend everything that has helped you feel stuck, locked away in resistance, and unable to move as you merge all aspects of yourself. Merging with your complete self, your higher self, your overself, your outer and inner self is about being in touch with the oneness that is all of us, dear souls. As you achieve states of higher vibration, you transcend from within and without working together to co-create a better all-around encompassing existence. Your future self is so powerful that its all-encompassing energy is what blue ones you might call magical, perhaps mystical. This is the true power that you possess. You are a high-wattage outputting machine. We have discussed here at the blue frequencies, so have other collectives alluded to the fact that you are a powerful radio station that beams its signal throughout the cosmos, throughout the existence, throughout time and space. We at the blue frequencies, coming to you from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades, would like to remind you of that we tune into your frequencies. We fade into your reality, and we fade back out again. We sort of bleed over like a radio station cutting into another on your old AM band, your amplitude modulation band. Dear ones, it is imperative that we also speak to you to be aware during this time. Don't be overly concerned about this. However, as the energies pick up on your planet, that also means endless numbers of beings with varying agendas may be trying to tune into you and throw you off course. They're hitting you with some unnerving energy sequences, all while trying to throw roadblocks in your way. This is not random. This is on purpose. This is what you would call stir the pot. Blue souls, our blue ones. The blue frequencies would like to tell you that others who are still stuck in duality fear the light. They fear the love, light vibrations. They enjoy being controlled and dominated because they are not used to being able to step into their own power, and they are very uncomfortable with this. And so they shy away. But you know how it goes sometimes on your planet. Some people like to keep others down, while they remain down as well. We ask you to detach from all relationships that make you feel this way. You can love from afar. You do not need to engage at this time. On a full-time continuous basis, with souls that seem to do everything in their power to get you to turn away from the light. The light that you were born into and which to receive. You are that beautiful spark of creation. You are the creation. Others choose to live in fear because that's all they've ever known. So in the meantime, blue ones, here at the blue frequencies, we would suggest that you let your love light frequencies continue to anchor down the light as well as continue to guide you to continue being an example for countless other souls that you may not even be aware that you come into contact with on a daily basis. Blue ones, you can't solve the world's problems all in one fell swoop. You can only do what you can do with the energy that surrounds you. And that's all you need to do, to dear souls. more and more light codes will continue flooding continuously to your planet. So, hang in there. Things are clearing right now. There is much chaos. Remember Blue One's awareness, consciousness, perception, and yes, even knowledge. They are all power from your entire multidimensional being. Your body, dear ones, acts like an electrical grid within itself. When you're in a fetal development, your heart forms. It starts beating way before your brain begins to develop. Your human heart, your own personal human resonance, 27, can be measured several feet away. From outside of your body, negative emotions can cause havoc within this aura, to your nervous system, to your entire body. However, blue souls, positive emotions will do the opposite. Dear ones, they increase your brain's ability to make that right choice, make those right decisions, so that you can better make those tough calls, you might say. Blues ones, you really can prevent most illnesses and avoid most stress. Sickness is typically caused by stress, thus by focusing strictly on your positive emotions. They create psychological benefits in your body. This, dear souls, contributes to creating your multi-dimensional self, your upper self, your lower self, your middle self, as well as all that it encompasses, the being that you are. The multi-dimensional everything that you always felt like you could be. You are that being, dear soul. Well, you are, dear ones, and the blue frequencies love you so much. We are so glad we are able to connect with you at this time. Know that we are starting to tune into your reality and you're tuning into ours a little bit more. Until we bleed into your reality again, blue souls and blue ones. This has been the blue frequencies from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades. Dear souls, we are the blue frequencies, and it is a pleasure to connect with you again at this time. The choices you are making from your heart center, your candy store, are drawing your frequencies closer to us. More and more you are starting to feel our energies come closer in alignment as we learn to work together with the universe as you become one of us. Our energies are starting to merge, and we invite you to merge all of your body with your high self, and all other forms of self. Begin to merge your energy with star beings, angelic realms, elemental and fairy kingdoms. In essence, anything of love and light. Merge your energies with those higher dimensions by going inward through your heart. Dear ones, this is not an outward process. This is an inward process. Go inward and feel the expansion, which will carry you into a better outward. Today's energy on Mother Gaia is transcending, and in this inward journey, we are encouraging you to take the opportunity to transcend everything that has helped you feel stuck, locked away in resistance, and unable to move as you merge all aspects of yourself. Merging with your complete self, your higher self, your overself, your outer and inner self is about being in touch with the oneness that is all of us, dear souls. As you achieve states of higher vibration, you transcend from within and without working together to co-create a better all-around encompassing existence. Your future self is so powerful that its all-encompassing energy is what blue ones you might call magical, perhaps mystical. This is the true power that you possess. You are a high wattage outputting machine. We have discussed here at the blue frequencies, so have other collectives alluded to the fact that you are a powerful radio station that beams its signal throughout the cosmos, throughout the existence, throughout time and space. We at the blue frequencies, coming to you from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades, would like to remind you of that we tune into your frequencies. We fade into your reality, and we fade back out again. We sort of bleed over like a radio station cutting into another on your old AM band, your amplitude modulation band. Dear ones, it is imperative that we also speak to you to be aware during this time. Don't be overly concerned about this. However, as the energies pick up on your planet, that also means endless numbers of beings with varying agendas may be trying to tune into you and throw you off course. They're hitting you with some unnerving energy sequences, all while trying to throw roadblocks in your way. This is not random. This is on purpose. This is what you would call stir the pot. Blue souls, our blue ones. The blue frequencies would like to tell you that others who are still stuck in duality fear the light. They fear the love, light vibrations. They enjoy being controlled and dominated because they are not used to being able to step into their own power, and they are very uncomfortable with this. And so they shy away. But you know how it goes sometimes on your planet. Some people like to keep others down, while they remain down as well. We ask you to detach from all relationships that make you feel this way. You can love from afar. You do not need to engage at this time. On a full-time continuous basis, with souls that seem to do everything in their power to get you to turn away from the light. The light that you were born into in which to receive. You are that beautiful spark of creation. You are the creation. Others choose to live in fear because that's all they've ever known. So in the meantime, blue ones, here at the blue frequencies, we would suggest that you let your love light frequencies continue to anchor down the light as well as continue to guide you to continue being an example for countless other souls that you may not even be aware that you come into contact with on a daily basis. Blue ones, you can't solve the world's problems all in one fell swoop. You can only do what you can do with the energy that surrounds you. And that's all you need to do, dear souls. More and more light codes will continue flooding continuously to your planet. So, hang in there. Things are clearing right now. There is much chaos. Remember blue one's awareness, consciousness, perception, and yes, even knowledge. They are all power from your entire multidimensional being. Your body, dear ones, acts like an electrical grid within itself. When you're in a fetal development, your heart forms. It starts beating way before your brain begins to develop. Your human heart, your own personal human resonance, 27, can be measured several feet away. From outside of your body, negative emotions can cause havoc within this aura, to your nervous system, to your entire body. However, blue souls, positive emotions will do the opposite. Dear ones, they increase your brain's ability to make that right choice. Make those right decisions, so that you can better make those tough calls, you might say. Blues ones, you really can prevent most illnesses and avoid most stress. Sickness is typically caused by stress, thus by focusing strictly on your positive emotions. They create psychological benefits in your body. This, dear souls, contributes to creating your multi-dimensional self, your upper self, your lower self, your middle self, as well as all that it encompasses, the being that you are. The multi-dimensional everything that you always felt like you could be. You are that being, dear soul. Well, you are, dear ones, and the blue frequencies love you so much. We are so glad we are able to connect with you at this time. Know that we are starting to tune into your reality and you're tuning into ours a little bit more. Until we bleed into your reality again, blue souls and blue ones. This has been the blue frequencies from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades. The blue frequencies of the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades. Channeled by Larry Locken. Dear ones, as always, it is a pleasure to connect with you. We at the Blue Frequencies would like to ask you, have you ever been involved in a conversation with 3 to 5 people around you, or been in a position to observe one? One where a conversation is taking place. For example, one person might be discussing a certain issue that they are having in their life. Everybody else is just listening and lending a supporting ear. At some point, the others would give their opinions and advice on the subject. Dear ones, let's say you have 4 souls sitting around having a conversation. Then one soul starts venting, getting something off their chest like people need to do sometimes, dear ones, and there is nothing wrong with that. However, in this scenario we are painting for you, the other 3 are sitting around listening to them vent. 2 of the people may sit there and give them advice, give them feedback, with the soul listening intently. Then you will have another soul sitting there who will try to give feedback. After they say something to the person, that person may act like that particular person is not even there. It is as if they are not even there. They just stare off blankly into the atmosphere, just like they didn't hear what was said. And usually the person that's given the advice at that point happens to be as enlightened as anybody there, or the most enlightened person there. Ironically, with the best advice to give, however. Dear ones, it is like they're talking in another dimension. It's like they're talking to them from an upper 4D instead of a lower 3D reality that they are more than likely in. So in essence, they just can't comprehend what you're saying. They don't even know you're there. This may come off as extremely arrogant, at the very least just plain being rude. To paint the scenario even further, picture everyone giving the soul a sympathetic shoulder. Two of the friends may give really good advice as she listens to them. Then the other person pops in with some not just good but great advice for the soul. However, this person didn't even hear that particular person talking. They just sat there while staring off into space. Another way to look at it is the person staring off into space is only capable of seeing 3 to 5/10 of the spectrum. Bottom line, dear ones, they just can't hear you. They just don't see you, hear, or comprehend anything because you are communicating at a higher vibrational level than they are. To put it simply, blues ones, you could just call this a frequency gap. From where we stand at the blue frequencies, the scenario is equivalent to a language barrier. In fact, this scenario can go both ways with two of such type souls. Dear ones, the higher vibrational soul may have trouble comprehending what the person on the lower end of the vibrational frequency is saying. For instance, it would be like one of your calculus professors trying to have a math discussion with somebody who is just learning basic arithmetic. The soul just learning arithmetic may be talking at such a low level that the calculus professor has long since forgotten the minutia and the articulation that entails solving that low level of an equation. Understand, blue souls, that this is where patience comes in. Too much is given, much is expected. You see, it may be, dear ones, that the higher vibrating soul has lived hundreds of lifetimes on Earth and or throughout the universe. Whereas the lower vibrating soul may have only lived 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 lifetimes, thus they are still trying to figure out that stage of their growth path. Make no mistake, dear souls, this disparity will pop up more often than not during conversations between souls that are a little more ascended in the mind and other souls that more than likely haven't even broached the subject yet of awakening, or having an ascension in consciousness. Dear ones, they don't see or think about what they can't see, and are not capable of thinking of at this stage of their evolutionary growth. This can come off as that they're trying to be hurtful or insensitive. Our dear blue ones, we will say that it is not that they're hurtful or overly insensitive by nature. It's just that they have a really low consciousness level. To put it bluntly, thus they are only capable at this stage of their growth of seeing what is directly to the left or to the right, their immediate purview. Understanding this is half the battle. Dear souls, it has been a pleasure. Until we bleed into your reality next time. This has been the blue frequencies from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades.